Hey guys, today we are looking at the Pentateuch. This word comes from the Greek penta, meaning 5, and teuch, meaning scrolls. So if we put them together, we get 5 scrolls, or in our case, 5 books. The Pentateuch is also more commonly referred to as the Book of the Law. And so this word Pentateuch refers to the first 5 books of the Bible and what they are called as a group. So that is Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And although they are 5 books, they were meant to be read as a whole. For example, if we take J.K. Rowling and her series Harry Potter, she wrote each of the Harry Potter books as an individual book, but as part of a bigger story. You can't pick up book number 4, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and know exactly what is going on without reading the first 3 books. Nor can you drop the series after book 4 and expect to know what happens at the end of the series. This is the same with the Pentateuch. It is separate books, but without reading the rest of the books in the series, you probably won't be able to figure out what is happening in the bigger picture. So that's great, but how does this all tie in? How do we make it into one series? Well, let's look at the main themes of this series we call the Pentateuch. Genesis 1 to 11 focuses on creation, fall, and judgment. Moving to Genesis 12 to 50, we can see that it covers covenant promise, election of Abraham, and the protection of his family. Exodus looks at deliverance, covenant relationship, and law. Leviticus expands on the covenant law and holiness. Numbers tests those who he had made covenant with God's covenant people. And finally, Deuteronomy has revealed the renewal of the covenant and a second law. So that was a bunch of words that were thrown at you, which may or may not make sense, and that's fine either way. However, you may have noticed that there were 2 words that were used a lot: the word covenant and law. So this is all very well and good, but it still doesn't make much sense, does it? And we still don't 100% understand how to read the Pentateuch. And people tell us things all the time which contradict each other. So how do we read it? So I'm just going to park the words covenant and law for now, and I'll derail to talk about genres for a second, and we'll come back to covenant and law. The Bible
created using Powtoon.